Hello, everyone. Welcome to Showcase Africa. My name is Osayaba. In this channel, I showcase Africa through mainly the lens of fashion. When I talk about fashion, I talk about African outfits, African inspired outfits, jewelry, fabrics, different types of fabrics, and also African inspired jewelry. Today, in this video, we're going to talk about Ankara classics. And I want to bring two to us today in this video. So the first one I'm talking about now is this particular pattern. It's called the record. Remember the long playing record and the short playing record? I think that was a 45 LP, or one is LP, but anyway, that's how the name came about. I still have some of those records. Yeah, you may also have some. I'm decluttering now and trying to purge some things out. Now I'm on the sixth floor of my life, and I'm finding out so many wonderful things to share in this channel. And that's one of the reasons I also started this channel, so I could share the history through fashion, the history of Africa. So through all this fashion, we will visit some countries virtually, and also maybe even eat their food in the process of my showing you what I have in my collection. So today we're talking about the record, and this right here is one that comes back every year. Or every few years, because I see it over and over again when I go to the open markets in various African countries, when I look at what people are selling online. So I just see this pattern reoccurring. Right here, wow, I also know sometimes a pattern is a classic. Look at this patchwork of African fabric. You'll also see the record in here. So I'm going to model this outfit and also show you other fabrics from this particular pattern. So come along. And this is the outfit I wore, of course, sitting down. So I want you to see it. It's not a long one. It's kind of just a little longer than my knee. So this is definitely a summer wear for me. So look at the arrangement of the pattern. There's little embellishment right here. If you see the little shine around the record. So look at it well. You see that record we used to play years ago before all the other types of music types, way to listen to music came out. Of course, we have to look at the sleeve. I love this sleeve. I bought this outfit ready made. So it wasn't one I gave my measurement to a seamstress or a tailor to make for me. One of the things I really love about this outfit is the color. It's kind of the brightest, one of the brightest I've seen of this particular pattern. There's a pattern that is just black, blue, and white. But this, in terms of pastel, is the brightest I have seen. So let me turn around. Here are other variations of the pattern. So if you look at this, it's in a softer fabric, and you see the pattern is kind of smaller than it shows on mine. And this is, I think, let me make sure I'm showing you the front and not the back, so you can see the color well. So you see the difference between the back and the front. So here it is. When you look at it, it's kind of a softer, flowy fabric, which you could use for a shirt, for a suit, and or just a boo-boo that hangs in a flowy way. or even a dress, but it will have to be lined definitely for the fabric to stand out well. So this is one variation. Another one, I just want to show you the different colors. Here's another one. Here's another one. Remember, I told you these particular Ankara, they come in 6 years. So this is how it comes. This is still kind of tagged together right here. So when you lift this up to buy in the open market or even in a store or boutique, the 6 years are all together. Here is another color. And you will be seeing someone model in a fashion show another color, and I'll have some other pictures just showing various other colors. This is the record pattern. Hello, here I am again. Remember I said I'm going to show you two classic fabrics in this video. So this is the second fabric we call the dice. And I'll bring it close so you can see why. You might be able to see why it's called the dice fabric. And also let me show you the variation. You can't quite call this the dice because there's a heart there, but this is a variation. So this is how we know how the classic fabric is moving along. This is part of a patch. Remember, I showed you that the record, there are some other types of fabric that become parts of patches. And that's how we know that that fabric is probably now a classic. It means people love it. We're going to talk later about this, the alphabets, the ABC. So here I am. I'm going to show you, model this and show you how we used to wear it. This piece I'm wearing right now is about 42 years, or even more, because my mother bought this for me, the top and also these two wraps right here. When she was alive, she was the one who bought a lot of her African outfits. 9 children, 5 daughters. She made sure the daughters knew how to dress African or any other way in the fashion world. So come along. This is the dice. It's a wrap. So there are 2 wraps to this particular outfit I'm modeling right now. Let me tell you a little bit about how this was worn years ago. Some people still wear it like this, but it's no longer like what you call the high fashion. There was a top right here. It could be a lace. I think my mother felt this went so well with this. She had one like this too. And I'll tell you the truth, this was really hot top. And this is so wonderful that I'm still able to wear it. Wow, I'm finding now so many treasures as I look through my, what do you call it? My cedar chest boxes where I've stored a lot of these sentimental materials over the years. So she had this top which she gave to me when she bought this as part of my trousseau when I got married, and she felt, yes, this is a classic. She had this color, and also she had the black and white I told you about. So I'm from the Midwestern part of Nigeria, Edo State. So we kind of wear the buba and the robe, the top, and then we also wear this 3-piece, which is up. This is the up. Let me get this wrapper, what we call the up and down in those days. It's changed some as people have, the fashion sense has changed. So this is the way we wore it. You wear it down and then you wrap this as you're growing up. I remember my mother teaching us how to wrap this so we can walk, so we could walk well and it's not so tight. So you see, this is a wrap and I can walk. I know how to tie it. So it's not, I can walk after I tie. Then you tie this on top. So this is why it's called the up and then the down. So you see, you tie it anyway. This was probably the classic way. And some of the more modern styles, you see, they make it like this side will hang down. You see it in some of the more modern styles, they're sewing, but they sew it all in rather than wrapping it in. Some other people will wrap it like this. Just take this, tie it this way. And again, that's the style. And that's a wrap, looking at it back and front. I don't have a hair tie with this, and I have a video that tells you about a particular type of fabric used to wrap the hair then, and it's still used now. And so there's a video that talks about that. Again, the necklace. This is just something I already had, but African women, we love our statement necklaces. Again, just looking at the fabric this time, I just had to give you a little background to how it's worn. So here's the fabric. Bring it close to you. And thank you. This is the more contemporary style for the dyes fabric. I wore the more traditional style when I first modeled it, and now this is the more contemporary style. I told you that was from about 42 years or more ago. My mother has been of blessed memory now for 42 years, so that was before she passed. So I can say that probably was about 44, 43 years when she purchased that for me. Here's this one I purchased ready-made from a boutique. This is a different color. It's kind of fuchsia and green. So now when you step back and see the fitting, again, the sleeve, and this right here is a 6-piece, what you call six-piece, coming out almost like a mermaid skirt. And in the back, this is how it looks in the back. And I'm wearing my African motif earrings. There's a whole video about Africa, the map of Africa, the motif for fashion. Now I introduce myself. In every video, I talk a little bit more about myself. So I said I'm from Edo State and I speak the Edo language. And I always say, hello, my name is Osayaba. Osayaba in Edo language means added, somewhat added. I'm the 7th child, so I bless my parents for really being so happy that I was added to the children. Remember, there are 9 of us, and I'm the 7th. So now we're at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited about doing this because so many memories are coming back, beautiful memories as I sort through my clothing from years ago, and I'm using some of them to just show fashion, the evolution of fashion using my own collection. If you like this video, please share with others, and don't forget to subscribe and like. And definitely, please, we love your comments. Thank you so much again. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.